Good evening, everybody. I am hoping that you can see my PowerPoint screen. Could someone unmute for a second and just give me a thumbs up?
We can see it, Kathleen.
Awesome. Thank you. I think that was Mia.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right. I think we have 30 more seconds. Welcome, everybody. If you could just mute your line when you jump on. All right, it is 9:30, and thank you all for being here tonight. I know you could be doing other things, and here you are. You're going to carve out 20-25 minutes to hear about an amazing opportunity. My name is Kathleen Troust, and I live in Iamsville, Maryland. I am the mom of 2 little boys, and I've been in the health and fitness industry for well over 20 years, and about 13 of those years have been a doctor of physical therapy, specializing in something called myofascial release and women's health. I was introduced to this opportunity about 5.5 years ago when a friend of mine just said, I have a business opportunity for you. And what he didn't know or understand was that while being on maternity leave and essentially being unemployed, not having an income source at the time, I was praying for something that I could do from home that didn't require me to leave my babies. I had a 5-month-old and a 2-year-old at the time. So my hands were definitely full, but my heart was with my kids. And the only way that I really had to make money was to have a patient on the table as a self-employed physical therapist. So I was actually looking for something. Having been in the health and fitness industry for my whole life, I had never seen anything like what you're going to see tonight. We're going to be talking about something called nutrigenomics, which is the study of how nutrition impacts our gene expression. I'd never studied that or talked about it with clients at any point, but essentially it means that the genes that you're born with, you know, that you might be predisposed to something, you may not have to deal with that now that we know that nutrition can actually change our gene expression, but it's part of the next $17 billion industry that we're going to exceed in the next 5 years. And our company and product line is at the forefront of this, which is extremely exciting. Now, back in 2005, ABC News actually did a primetime investigative report on this. If you haven't seen it, you can go see it at biohackingyourbody.com, or you can go to YouTube and look up for Tandem ABC News clip. Either way, you want to go back and see that, because what happened is that John Quinones, who is a world-renowned reporter, took a product called Protandim that was developed by a small biotech company back in 2005. And when he took that product, after 2 weeks, his oxidative stress level was reduced by 45%. And, you know, most people don't know what that is, but I'm going to make sure that we're all on the same page about it. But it made headlines at the time. Nothing like that had ever been done before. So what I'm going to tell you tonight is a little bit more about oxidative stress and why this is important to you, why you should really pay attention to this topic. I'm going to talk about the company story briefly, just where we are today since that news clip aired, since it is a bit dated. I will overview the products that have been developed since that aired, and I'm going to touch on the opportunity to help you evaluate to see if this is something for you and how we make money and our system and our company. So with that, I'm just going to give you a visual of oxidative stress. Take a look at this apple here on the left. It breaks down, it's exposed to oxygen, it rots. The same thing is happening to our cells and your cells right now. They're being bombarded by free radicals just from breathing. We can't escape that. But then there's pollution in the air and chemicals in our water, pesticides in our food. We put cell phones up to our head. You know, all of these things are causing a lot of damage. And that damage is linked to hundreds of conditions in your body. Everything. Okay, it's the core of everything. And of course, when John Quinones took this product, Protandim, that damage was reduced by 45%. So at this point, we're the only company and product line that can actually make the claim legally. We can reduce oxidative stress an average of 40% in 30 days. That's pretty amazing. But most people are tuned into something called antioxidants at this point. Fruits, vegetables, your vitamin C, goji berries, acai berries, all of these are forms of direct antioxidants, which can neutralize those free radicals on a one-to-one basis. It's like taking Dixie cups of water to put out a house fire, literally. And we're bombarded by 300 septillion free radicals every day. But Protandim is something very different. It's not an antioxidant, but it triggers your own antioxidant production through something called NRF2 activation. So not only does your body start producing antioxidants like it did when you were younger, but it also addresses genes that are linked to inflammation and fibrosis and helps reduce that. I had never heard of this before, okay? I have taught people exercise. I've done physical therapy and rehabilitation. Never really talked about oxidative stress. So when I saw this from a health practitioner standpoint, I recognized this was something that was important and people didn't understand. And I definitely wanted to be a part of that message, getting that message across to people. So what happened? In 2005, $5 million of orders came into this company literally overnight. But the problem is that these scientists were scientists, not marketing people. There was no customer service team. There was really no infrastructure in place. But the good news is that universities and institutions from all over the world called Lifevantage and said, we want to get our hands on your product and start doing our own studies. So today you can actually go to our National Library of Medicine. It's called pubmed.gov online and take a look. There's 24 peer-reviewed papers and studies there so far. Some of them include the American Heart Association and Ohio State, which studied heart disease and scar tissue, and they put that study out in Circulation Journal to all the AHA members. They've never done that before. LSU did a skin cancer study, which propelled the company into another market to treat oxidative stress for our skin through the NRF2 pathway. And even the National Institute of Aging, which is a division of NIH, studied Protandim in a lifespan study and showed that it increased the lifespan in the mice by 7%. And they looked at other things like green tea and resveratrol and fish oil that a lot of people take on a day-to-day basis that did not have a significant difference, but Protandim did. The point is, this is not your average product on the market. But what happened in 2006 is that they put it in the retail stores, like GNC, CVS, Hind Apothecaries, all over the country. And once it got there, it was really misplaced because there was no place for it. There was no NRF2 shelf or nutrigenomic shelf. It sat on the antioxidant shelf for $50, and nobody knew what it was because it was sitting next to a $10 bottle of vitamin C. And you can imagine going to any store like that. It's pretty overwhelming. What would you choose if you had never heard of this? So they could never get the sales over 3 million. But they brought in a consultant in 2009 who convinced the board of directors, after watching that ABC News clip, which is why you want to go back and watch it, to actually pull this out of retail and put it in an independent distribution platform where entrepreneurs and consumers could go out and just continue to use that news clip as a way to share the information. That's called network marketing. We do it all the time. We go to a good restaurant, we get a good haircut, we find a good product. We just naturally share, and it's the most powerful driver to any consumer making a decision. So they decided to do it, change it to network marketing in 2009, and the company grew from 3 million to 11 million just the first year. And today we're a $200 million company, and most people have not heard of this yet, which is another thing that really convinced me to come into this and jump into this when I did, because timing is key in business. You don't want to jump into a business when it's saturated or everybody already knows about it, especially in this industry. So I'm just going to cover some components for you to consider when evaluating this. The company, trends in business, our products, of course, timing, compensation, and our system. The company itself is publicly traded on the NASDAQ today. That's a great thing because everything is transparent. You don't have to wonder what's going on behind the scenes. You can see what's happening with our stock, very exciting there. But again, we can see that. The management, the leadership of our company today has well over 25 years of experience taking companies from our level and actually creating legacy brands. So we get to be a part of that. We're partnered with a Major League Soccer team as well called Real Salt Lake. It's part of our global expansion strategy and recognition. And those professional athletes are using our products. We're approved through the Banned Substance Control Group, which means professional athletes and Olympic athletes can take our products. So that's also very exciting too. And today we're actually in over 18 countries. So we're out there globally. People are taking Protandim in our products, and still a secret. So the new economy, what's happening out there? Why are people stepping into things like network marketing or Uber or Airbnb or selling, things on Facebook or Amazon? It's because financial insecurity. 75% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. 95% of people age 65 can't actually afford to retire on their retirement or their pension. So they're looking for other ways to create income, just to create that financial cushion. So network marketing happens to be a big trend in this because it's affordable to get involved, and it's leveraging what people do anyway, which is word of mouth. It's just a company sharing its profits with its distributors instead of you buying that product off the shelf and the money going all the way to the top. This way, the money is distributed. And there's a huge trend. It's just growing. There's also a massive health trend. Health and wellness is the largest economic trend in world history. And we have products in almost every major product market in that industry. We have the anti-aging market, the skincare market, the pet care market, energy, weight loss, and we just launched into hair care, the first Nerf2 activating hair care regimen. Excuse me. So the first product we have, of course, is Protandim. It's 5 plant ingredients: milk thistle, green tea, turmeric, ashwagandha, and bacopa. And, we're accustomed to looking at something and assessing its value based on the individual ingredients. But that's not the unique thing about Protandim. Check out this study that was done on the individual components of Protandim. And then when they actually put the ingredients together, it had an 18 times more powerful increase in this antioxidant gene when they were put together. It's the synergy. That's what makes it unique. And we have multiple patents on that blend because of it. And that's why it hasn't been able to be replicated, because of the ratio of the ingredients here. Now, activation is a big paradigm shift. We're moving away from supplementation and medication to activation through plants. In our situation, there are pharmaceutical companies that are trying to do this too. But the NRF1 pathway turns on our mitochondria production. Your mitochondria is the battery to your cell. Just think of your cell phone. Over time, that battery wears down. It just doesn't work as well, right? It doesn't charge as well. It just doesn't function. So it gives you the new battery. It boosts that, and they work together. We have a probiotic. Everybody needs to be on a probiotic to balance their gut. But a lot of probiotics out there, the bacteria strains actually get killed off in your stomach acids. So this has a patented coating called BioTract, which just protects the bacteria as it goes through your stomach acid, so it actually gets to where you want it to go, which is your gut. You can see here on the right, 60% will get to your gut with this BioTract coating, and only 4% will get to your gut without it. Omegas, really supportive for your cognitive health, heart, skin, pretty much everything. And our American diet typically is deplete in omega-3s, 7s, and also D3. So this has D3 added to it. The unique thing about this omega, you can look at the back of the bottle. There's a number, and you can go to a website in which you could type in the number on the bottle and actually find and trace the boat that the fish was caught on to the bottle that your product is in. So it's extremely pristine, transparent in its production, and there's no fish taste or fish burps. The combination of these 4 products is called the Vitality Stack. So, if you were going to go change your tires on your car, maybe they were all a little flat, would you only change one? You would change all 4, right? Wouldn't that give you the best smooth ride of your car if you had all 4 brand new tires? Well, that's what taking the Vitality Stack does for you and your health. It gives you that foundation of biohacking. But you can break it up. You can just start with the Protandim, or you add the NRF1, or you add the probiotic, or you take all 4, and when you put all 4 together, you save additional money on the product, plus it all ships for free. Now, the Nerf2 skincare is also a first-to-market product. Highly anti-aging and activates the Nerf2 pathway on your skin. So let me give you a visual of oxidative stress when it shows up on your skin, when it manifests that way. I can't make any claims to cure, treat, or mitigate disease. I'm just giving you a visual of oxidative stress. Now, I know for a fact that after 5 weeks of this person using Nerf 2 on the inside and Nerf 2 on the outside, that manifestation of oxidative stress was gone. Now, Axio is very interesting. The company recognized at one point that a third of the population, young entrepreneurs, were not jumping up and down about cellular health and longevity. However, they are out there drinking energy. They're buying those Monsters and Red Bulls, and we're all going to Starbucks. Let's just admit it. That's an energy product. So how could the company differentiate itself and create something that was actually healthy for you, good for your brain, but also targeted multiple generations, right? Not just the young 20-year-olds, but the 40, 50, 60-year-olds. So this product has ingredients that are like brain food. Not only will it give you physical energy with our caffeinated flavors, but it targets parts of your brain that are responsible for like mental clarity and focus. So it clears that mental fatigue and brain fog that you get, and targets mood centers in your brain to increase positive mood. So a lot of people I know in my group, we call our happy juice, because sometimes we just feel a little low and we drink that brain food and we just feel better. It's pretty phenomenal, and there's some decaf versions as well. Physique is our weight management line, and I love this because, you know, weight loss is so saturated. You know, everybody's into weight loss, and what happens when they lose the weight? They either gain it back or they stop using the products. All of our products are long-term lifestyle products. So we have a plant-based cleanse, which you can literally use every month. It's gentle enough. There is the probiotic is also a part of this plan. Getting your gut balanced helps a lot with weight management. There's a citrus-based fat burner, which helps your body more effectively burn the fat specifically around your middle and your organs and your viscera. Really important there. And then there's a low-calorie, whey-based protein that is so delicious. It tastes like cake mix, but it just doesn't have the sugar in it. And it really gives you that satiety. So not only that, but it gives you the protein for keeping lean muscle. Pet Tandem is our Nerf 2 for dogs. It's the one and only one on the market for canines today. But people were giving Pro Tandem to their animals and having amazing results. I actually just came from a meeting this evening, and there's a lot of equine professionals here, or people that raise horses or have horses that are giving Pro Tandem to their horses and having amazing results. So this is just a way that we give it to dogs, because it's chewable like a treat, and it has some other ingredients in it like omegas and stuff for their joints as well. And this is really exciting, because if you could just visualize what Pro Tandem's doing on the inside and see it on the outside quickly, that's what's happening with the first Nerf 2 activating hair care line on the market today, just on the planet, which is amazing. It's very clean and non-toxic. So when you're talking about products that do things to hair growth or anything like that, they're usually toxic, have a lot of chemicals in it. This is a rated 1 and 2 on the Think Dirty app, and you should go there and look up any product that you have right now. I was shocked to see some of the products I had in my house when I put them in the Think Dirty app. They were in the 7s and 8s, and they said all natural. So here's some results. Let's take a look. Just in 2 washes, you can just see the quality of the hair, the smoothness of the hair, and what this does to the hair shaft, left and right. And then you can see just on the scalp level, the serum, which targets the what's happening there. So if you have a lot of dryness or excessive oiliness, this helps clear that up. And it nourishes the follicle of the hair underneath the surface to create a healthy environment. So instead of that follicle spitting out hair that's really weak and thin and translucent, so it kind of looks like the hair's thinning, it's just translucent hair, it starts spitting out healthy hair shafts. I learned that from one of our hair professionals in our company. Really incredible. So that is why in a very short amount of time, you're seeing results like you're seeing here on the screen. This is incredible. In fact, one of the hair professionals in our company says in 35 years, Jeff Williamson, he has never seen anything have results like this that's natural, that is not toxic. so blown away, and he's like, this is just a complete game changer in the hair market. Now let's talk about left and right here, just again, the quality of the hair and just using it on curly hair as an example. This also can be used on ethnic hair. Really, it's the same idea with curly hair here. It has been tested on all different hair types, and it's good for all hair types. So timing in network marketing is key. It's 50% of you evaluating this as an opportunity. So right now we have about 100,000 distributors in 20 countries, and nobody knows about us yet. If you talk to 20 people, most of them don't even know what oxidative stress is, much less NRF2 activation. So to get in now and capitalize on the momentum that is happening in our company is the time to come in. So if you're thinking, wow, I know somebody that could benefit from reducing their oxidative stress. Well, everybody can, first of all. And you want to share it, like, why not you? Why not you get to benefit or share in the growth of this company? This is where we are right now. And here's just a snapshot of what people are making for each particular rank. And you know, the third part of my story is this. I had never done anything in network marketing before. I didn't have any feelings about network marketing, bad or good. All I saw was a product that there was no way I was not going to tell somebody about this. My in-laws, my family, my colleagues in the health profession, I mean, everybody. I knew I was going to do that. So I didn't know anything else other than to share something that would help people. And I started doing that, and then a few people saw it the way I did, like a business, and they got involved and started doing the same thing. And so 4.5 years into it, I got to the level of Elite Pro 7, and that's doing $100,000 a month in revenue and earning residual income on that. So you can see the average earnings there. But in the beginning, I was just a mom who wanted to be at home and be able to contribute to my family, even if it was a few $100 a month, in a way that didn't force me to leave my kids or find daycare for them. And so this has been a complete game changer for my family. I'm just forever grateful for the person that brought this to me, because he didn't know that I was praying for something. And, you know, maybe the person that invited you didn't know that either, but, you know, we all have things that we want to do in our life. And the way we have right now to create income, sometimes it doesn't allow us to do that. We don't have the time freedom. We don't have the extra money to do this or do that. We don't have the time. So this is a way to do that. And how do we start making money? You start sharing, just like I was mentioning. We get paid 40% of new customers and new distributors when we expand the network. And then because our products are all consumable, every single month there's a subscription that people are using our products every month. We're getting residual income on that, or that passive royalty income. And when you grow in the company, you become a leader, the company actually starts sharing its profits with you. That creates a collaborative culture in our company that may be different from other companies and their compensation plans. So the larger Lifevantage grows, the more money we all make. That means time freedom for all of us. And there's a few other ways we make money too, but those are the main ways. Now, when you come into the business, I remember starting my practice, it was several $1,000s to get in, $5,000 just to rent a room really and have a treatment table. We get a website that we never have to pay for again. And I can actually work your whole business from your phone with our Lifevantage app. We have company trainings and events to help you develop yourself as a professional in this industry. And we basically have this step-by-step plan to help you build your business. It's called the Blueprint to Prosperity. Now, what's next? You know, there's a couple places to check things out. Lifevantage.com or scholar.google.com is a great place to go as well, because there's a lot of misinformation on the internet, right? So go to where you get the facts and filter out the paid bloggers and advertising. You've got PubMed.gov if you're really into the science. I have a bunch of like science and nutrition nerds in my team, and they really love being able to refer to this PubMed.gov. It's great. Medical professionals too. We have almost 1,000 doctors in our company today because of the science. And you know, whoever invited you to the Zoom tonight probably has an education group on Facebook. This just happens to be ours, but you want to be added to that so you can start reading what's happening for people with these products. That's what built my belief in the beginning. I attended an event and I just heard a few stories of what was happening for people. I'm like, there's no way that what I'm doing can do that for them. So that was important. You can become a customer and get all of our products at wholesale, so through the person that invited you. And it's a very flexible monthly subscription. And if you are interested in the business, there's a couple ways to come in. There's a $1,250 path, a $650 path, and a $350 path. All have different benefits. So the point is that with either of those, it includes your corporate support, your quality control, your shipping, your customer service marketing, everything that you would never get in a traditional business. So it's kind of amazing that we actually have this opportunity at such a small investment. So thank you guys for coming. I appreciate you being here. And just get back with the person that invited you. And we'll see you again next time.